So in the most recent Nintendo Direct, we got the announcement of Pikmin 4 coming to Switch, and so that was a really crazy moment for so many people because did we ever think we were actually going to get this game? I mean, it's been in development for around 6 years, and Nintendo did kind of throw us a bone by giving us Pikmin 3 Deluxe, but to a lot of people, we thought, hey, that was it. And apparently, they were maybe testing the waters or something like that because Pikmin 4 is slated to release next year. So, let's talk about the 5 things this game needs to make it perfect. Number 5 is that I really hope that this whole perspective changing thing that Miyamoto mentioned in the original trailer for it is not a main gimmick of the game, because in my opinion, Pikmin does not need a crazy weird gimmick like this. Miyamoto is a really great video game developer, but we all know that he has some really weird gimmicky ideas sometimes that do occasionally turn out to be fun, but in a franchise such as Pikmin that is already very, very solid in the gameplay department, I really don't think we need a brand new gimmick altogether. I think we should get something that maybe spices up the game a bit, but I really don't think it's a perspective changing thing. So please, dear God, don't let that be a gimmick. Number 4 is that I want the day and night system from Pikmin 3 Deluxe to pretty much stay the exact same. I think it was pretty much nailed to a T, and we don't really need to mess with it at this point, because the day cycles, while they might have felt a bit fast for some people, I thought they were really perfect to keep us engaged and always looking at that clock to make sure we don't leave a single Pikmin behind. I think that it was really a perfect amount of time, and I really hope that they don't give us too long of days or too short in this next game. Number 3 is that I want this game to be around 15 hours long. Now, traditionally, Pikmin has not been the longest game ever. However, I think with Pikmin 3 Deluxe, they made it pretty short because Miyamoto was like, oh, speedrunners like this game, we're gonna shorten it for them. I'm not saying it was bad, but I feel like we could get a little bit more out of our Pikmin experience, and a game that we've waited for so long for hopefully has a bit more to offer than just 10 hours. I think 15 hours would be perfect. I don't want them to go too overboard because, trust me, I love a good short game every now and again, but I think that Pikmin deserves and has the staying power and the fun factor to be able to carry a 15-hour game at the least. Number 2 is that I want new Pikmin types, and hear me out here. I know we already have a lot of Pikmin, right? We've got the red, we got the blue, we got the yellow, we got the purple, and we have the rock types, and I probably have some more that I'm missing. But I think just 1 or 2 new Pikmin types could really add to the experience. Maybe they could even take away a certain Pikmin type and replace it with this one while giving it sort of a new feature. My idea for this is that we get a green Pikmin, and it's super effective against maybe plant-based enemies. So, you know those little leaf things? Like, maybe it just kills those in one hit or something. I know they're already not super beefy and the rock Pikmin are just perfect for battle, but I think it'd be very, very interesting to mix it up and give us a brand new Pikmin type. Number 1 is that I want really amazing boss fights in this game, and honestly, Pikmin has done a pretty good job with their boss fights already, so I don't think it's going to be too much to ask for, and I think this is something that's pretty much locked down to be good. However, I think it'd be interesting if they were a bit harder. I'm not saying we lose our whole party of Pikmin or anything, but I'm saying some of them are a little bit easy, and I think it'd be really beneficial to give us a little bit more of a restriction. Maybe we can't use a certain Pikmin type, stuff like that, and I know that's kind of already been done, but I think if they turn those boss fights up to 11, crank up the difficulty just a little bit, it would be really, really fun and result in a really rewarding boss fight and a super fun ending. And of course, kind of the bonus here is that I want a really good story. I want a really fun Pikmin inspired story, like how we got the entries into the journals and stuff that kind of gave us a glimpse into who these guys are. Who is Olimar? Who is Alf? Also, I want Alf back. He's my guy in Smash, so I gotta have him back, you know. But anyways, guys, that was my top 5 things I want to see in Pikmin 4. But I'm gonna throw it over to you now. What is the one thing that you really need to see in Pikmin 4 to make you buy this game? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, like and subscribe, because that's all super cool. And I make all sorts of Nintendo content all the time. Before you go, I want you to check out this video right over here. I talk about all the games coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2023 and what we can expect sort of through my predictions. Some of them are crazy and off the wall, but I do talk about Pikmin in there, so I definitely want you to check that out. See what you think. You know, you're going to have a good time.